So I get asked this question a lot. Hey, Austin, is crypto dying? Is it slowly bleeding out? Is this kind of the beginning of the end? And I wanted to address that in a specific video. And so I've got a couple things I want to share with you. So stay to the end because I've got some really good information that basically says, no, we are not dying a slow death. No, this is unequivocally not the end of crypto. This is just the exact time where we should be. Historically, what we see happens is September is playing out, and in October is going to most likely play out like it should. And I've got some actual facts to give you. So with that, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's jump into this. As always, thanks for giving me a few minutes. So again, kind of what's prompting these questions of is crypto dying, that quote slow death, is kind of this number right here, right? The continued kind of bleed down or bleeding out, if you will. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, we were at 2,200,000,000,000. I mean, we've lost 300 billion plus or more in market capitalization. And we continue to see just days like this where the market just continues just to kind of slowly bleed down and move down. I'm viewing it as a positive. It's a buying opportunity and all those things I've said in a bunch of videos. But I want to share with you some specific anecdotes that are based in history. And that's one I actually do want to show you. I've showed this a lot, but this is the chart that shows 2020 versus 2024 Bitcoin halving cycles. I'm not going to go over this. I've done this a lot. If you want to just pause the video, what you're looking at, and you can look at this chart if you want to pause the video. On the left-hand side, you're looking at the Bitcoin halving cycle for 2020, in that pink box where Bitcoin basically consolidated, in that green box where Bitcoin went from 11,000 plus to 68,000 all-time high. And then you see how in the upper right-hand corner, it's playing out exactly as it should, where we're going to see Bitcoin start to go from 60,000 and change, 50, 60,000 where it's at right now, all the way north of 125, 150,000. All of that really begins in October. Okay, which leads me to this point right here. So we know that Bitcoin is currently in a halving year, and I got to give Rec Capital credit for this because this is a great chart and everything here. So it makes sense to compare 2024 with previous halving years. So in 2016, we had a plus 6% September upside, followed by a 14% upside in October. Now, the one interesting thing I want to point out here is this note right here. This, in my opinion, is kind of an anomaly. Historically, September has been really bad, and so there's some other facts I can give you. There's a 54% chance that by the end of September we will be down a single digit, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9%, somewhere in that area. There's a 24% chance that in September we will be down double digits, 10%, 11, 12, something like that. So if you think about that, we've got almost basically an 80% chance aggregate that we're going to be down in the month of September. And that's just historically based. That's what we see. And you can even look at this chart right here, and it'll show you that historically September, look at this. September's always been in the red, but I want to focus you on October. Look at this. October has historically done extremely well. And then November and December, we've had great years followed by some, decent, not so great ones. Now, 22 and 21. 21 was the bleed down from that massive move up we had in October. You can see that right there. That's where my mouse is. But overall, you can see the aggregate is positive in November and December, but overwhelmingly positive in October. And this is really what I want to focus you on, the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. And so continuing back to what we were talking about. So 2020, we were down 0.75 September, followed by a 27+% move up in October. 24, we're currently 9% September downside. Okay. So again, that number, what I talked to you about, those stats, 54%, right? Remember that? So the point here is that take this as an opportunity to identify opportunities that you want to buy into, cryptos that you want to look at maybe getting into, increases your bag. Again, buy them cheap before we start to take off, because in October is when we begin our 1+ year bull run, where we're going to see Bitcoin and everything go up dramatically. Okay. So, and I've talked about that in a ton of videos. I'm not going to go down into that road too much more. Sorry, somebody's texting me. So with that, I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes as always. And, oh, by the way, I need to make you aware, there's a Caspa $500,000 airdrop. There's a link in the description below if you want to check it out. go get that. It's over at Margex, one of the best leverage trading platforms there is. They've also got copy trading. I do a lot of copy trading over here at Margex. This is where I do it. So, if you want to check that out as well, jump on board with that. Links in the description below. No KYC, no VPN. Give them a look. All right. I will see you. Go make some money later. Bye.